Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to go over the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. I said that all the time. We're going to go over uranium. We're going to do technical analysis daily of uranium. First is the Sprott Physical because it's right in front of me. That's why I always say it. We're going to go over this. I'll give you my opinion. Again, it's just my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. Let's go in here. Let's dive in here. Let's see what we can see in the charts. Looks like it was Slaughterfest today. Kind of a religious experience. My portfolio was down. I did look, guys. I took a peek, and I didn't like what I looked at. But I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to sell anything. Let's take a look. We'll take a look at the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust here. Big down day. Boom, 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 boom. And we've got the bearish engulfing. We got the move lower. We definitely filled the gap. We're still looking okay, though. Could this be a further move lower? We're going to have to wait and see tomorrow and see what happens. This is a lot of momentum coming on down. We're going to have to work this momentum off. We're still above all of these patterns. So this could just be a kind of a mid-cycle move before we head higher again. Difficult to say. We're going to see what happens tomorrow. I don't want to jump to any conclusions. It was a pretty large down day. I know some people get scared. I just ride through it. The fundamentals didn't change, but the price and the way that impacts your emotions can be quite big for some people. URNM getting a little bit of a sell-off today. Again, I mean, the whole sector basically was getting hit. We did have this large bullish engulfing. That is a move to go higher. We moved higher. We're coming on back. Now, what's the next move? We'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow what happens. But we still have this bullish engulfing. I don't have a reversal pattern here. So I'm still bullish. We've got Bannerman, the break higher here. The big bullish engulfing pattern right here. We have, let's see if, kind of a bearish engulfing. It's really small, kind of a reversal move here. But we'll see. If we stay above this trend line here, I think everything's A-okay. We got a little wick at the bottom. We'll see if the buyers step in tomorrow and what happens tomorrow. Goviak's getting a real big, it opened up and closed lower. This is a very large bearish engulfing pattern. Usually these go lower. We are above support. Right, support's right below it. We'll find out what happens here, guys. We'll find out. And then we got big selling pressure from Global Atomic. It did not like being up here. It wanted to go lower. We'll see what this is. Maybe it's just hitting our head on this all-time high. So, all-time highs and getting sold off a little bit. And then we'll have to regroup down here before we head higher. Forces Metals getting a little bit of a sell-off today as well with the rest. It was not spared. We've got lots of resistance through this line here. And we sold off today. Pier Point. Of course, I got the arrow pointing up. Let's zoom in on it. This is a bearish engulfing here yesterday. We came back down. This is a bullish engulfing right before it. The buyers and sellers are slapping each other in the face. It's a battle. Deep yellow, just a regular down day. Small little cross there. Zooming out. I mean, everything looks good, guys. We're still within these big patterns. Nothing's broken. We just had this large down day today, at least in deep yellow. Paladin Energy, again, we had this hit our head on resistance and came back off that resistance. We do have a wick at the bottom saying there is some buyers coming in and buying some of it up. Sky Harbor selling off to the downside here, but we're still above support. Everything is still intact. Alaska, this one's coming up on a big, I think this is the big resistance line. Big down day today. Yeah, this is the big resistance line. So this is on a big long-term perspective. We got this big resistance line coming through here, and we're trying to break out of it. And we're coming into resistance. There's sellers there, obviously. You can tell by the price. Here's your big selling pressure today. And the overall market probably didn't help, but we've got, selling pressure. We're right at support resistance. Again, I'm going to see what happens tomorrow. These are big, large down days, though. Next Gen Energy was not spared. There's no reversal pattern here. Just a large down day. Base load, again, it joined in with the sell-off. We're still above the support line, so everything looks good from that perspective. Fission 3.0, again, another sell-off. This one, and what I'm looking at here, I mean, you've got this kind of motion here, but that's kind of filled already. We've come up, come back, and are we going to take another move higher? We'll find out, guys. I'm just trying to see it from an Elliott wave perspective, how this is, if we're going to come back a little bit more and maybe do a retest of this line down here, if that's possible. Fission, uranium. I mean, it's just a big down day. We have a bearish piercings here, these two there, and this resistance line coming up. Maybe we come back and do a little retest. Camco, yeah, again, we hitting our head on this resistance line up here. This is 52-week highs that we hit our head and came back off the highs there. Kazatomprom, I mean, this was basically a win. I tried selling off, actually got bought back up. Very small down day today. That's actually a win, I would say. Peninsula Energy, big wick at the bottom. It tried selling off, but the sellers couldn't drive it that far. Buyers bought it back up down here. It did close as a pretty large down day. Still above support on all occasions. Boss Energy, again, we've got massive resistance right through here. We're coming up and hitting our head against it. This one's consolidated uranium. We're trying to break through this guy here. We got rejected again and came back off that high. Lotus Resources getting, I mean, we got lots of buying pressure. That's why it came back up throughout the day. Buyers came in and drove this back up. The momentum's coming back up, at least on this one. Uroy, this is a little bit stronger down day here. We might come back and do a retest. Pretty strong closing, but we're still within this pattern. Encore Energy getting a little bit more of a sell-off. I've got that same type of barrel pattern here. Let me see here. You can kind of draw a line through this guy that we got rejected there. Reject, 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 rejected, rejected. Tried going above it, rejected back lower. What I'd like to see is I'd like to stay above this area here, 95 cents. Don't want to get blown through that. You don't have what I need today. What the? Down day, gap lower. There's no reversal pattern here, though. We do have, you know, maybe there's some sort of support through here. Oh, I didn't mean to click twice there. We do have some support coming through this area, you know, in here. So we'll see if that holds. URG, another one, getting sold off with the rest of them. Down day. It's not a reverse. Well, bearish. It's called dark cloud cover. Your opening and closing prices over your closing price the day before, and sometimes it goes lower. We went lower here. UEC, big down day today. Obviously, we've got the bullish engulfing here. So we've got that nice momentum here, and we just got sold off. We'll see what happens. I don't see a reversal candlestick really on some of these, so I kind of just remain open. We're in the middle of this big pattern. Just a big down day. Now this one's selling off a little bit stronger here. LEU, a little bit stronger sell-off today. LTBR getting a little bit of a stronger sell-off today as well. We do have a bearish engulfing pattern the day before. We'll see where this heads. It's got strong momentum lower. Same with ISO Energy, strong momentum lower. This is a bearish engulfing here. We pushed higher and got a little bit more selling pressure. Appy Energy. Actually, I like this one. This is a good setup here, and we just got a big sell-off today. We're back within this pattern here. Denison Mines, another sell-off. We got some good support underneath it here. We're right at support. Blue Sky Uranium, this one heading higher, I think probably because someone posted about this on Twitter. Forum Energy Metals getting a little bit more of a sell-off today. Again, guys, we're just moving sideways. Anfield Energy, this is a larger sell-off. We could head a little bit lower there. It's a bearish engulfing on both. We could head a little bit lower. Laramide, just a big down day today. It's not anything. I mean, we got a wick at the top there. Support's right underneath it. Little 49 cents or so. Western Uranium, that's got a big reversal pattern here. Looking at that guy, big selling pressure, and it finished quite strong, guys. Finished quite strong, and this is a bearish engulfing here. We could head lower for UEXCF. Wonder if we're going to head a little bit lower and come back more. It's a possibility. Mega Uranium getting a little bit, definitely getting the selling pressure today, down 19% or so. And what I'm looking at is, I mean, we're coming up through here. We're trying to break out of here, but we're hitting some selling pressure through here. The lows are higher lows, higher highs, and then we just got a big fat selling pressure day today. Standard Uranium, again, big selling pressure, could head a little bit lower. ALXCF, that one's just mainly moving sideways in this pattern here. We've got Azincourt, still a wick at the bottom. This thing's just been holding steady in a sideways pattern of a much larger pattern that we're kind of consolidating in. And then Valor Metals, I like the pattern here, looks good. This is a kind of the double booty bottom that has broken out. We're just moving sideways on it right now. We had a big reversal day today, kind of out of nowhere. We've had a break higher of this pattern here to the upside, and maybe we're doing a retest. But a lot of stuff just massively down today. Big sell-off across the board in a whole bunch of different commodities. I don't think there was anything that was really up in the portfolio when I took a quick peek at it. I was hit hard, hit hard today, just like everyone else. And again, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to hold on, keeping my shares. Would I be a buyer here? I'd like to see some contraction, something where the candlesticks contract down, come to a support level, they contract down, and we start to go sideways. Then I would be a buyer. This has a lot of momentum, a lot of selling pressure today. It got hit pretty hard. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to do anything. Just going to hold on to my shares, wait for the contraction, then I'm going to add in. I would feel free to add in if you guys want in small amounts. If you see something that's a really good deal, and you got a nibble, go for it. I mean, we'll see where this ends up. I'd like to see tomorrow and the day after what it does. I'd like to see a reversal candlestick or something contract or come up against support and find support at it. If you guys like the analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.